Hey everybody! Ciao! Ciao! Ciao to everyone! Welcome in a special day for a special pizza evening! Ciao Genevieve! Ciao! 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 Welcome! Welcome in this special day. Beautiful day. There was the full moon last night and we reached 10,000 members, better food lovers, and this was really beautiful. So I waited that someone is arriving, is joining for pizza evening. I have already prepared something here, but then let me know first of all if everything is okay, if you can hear, if you can see nicely. Here we are in another side of the kitchen, and buonasera, buonasera, esatto, buonasera. Ciao Susan, ciao, ciao Joseph, ciao, ciao Mukhtiar. I hope I have pronounced it in the right way. So we are in another point of the kitchen because here I have marble, and that is where I roll the pizza. Okay, so it's the ideal place to roll a pizza. Ciao Judy, ciao, ciao Joseph. I have here the PC so I can see other comments if there are. And meantime, I thank you again so much about this wonderful, let's say, point we have reached in the group. As I said in the video, it's okay. It is a small number in the web, but for me, it's something that I would never thought about. So I'm very happy and thank you so much to follow. Prima volta che guardo. Ashley, you speak very well. Anyway, you write very well Italian. Buonasera. Questa è la prima volta che guardo. Ashley. Good Italiano. Brava. So I check here if there are any other. Okay, ciao Mirella. Yeah, look. Because from here I cannot see all, I see just 1, 2 per time. So I see also Mirella she's writing and you can hear. So, long evening. So, first of all, I put you a little bit in a distance. So I hope that you can see, let me see, nicely down everything. Okay, Mom, your cooking is good and very clean. Thank you. So first of all, you go back to me. So what I want to precise, there are millions of types of pizza, okay? I think the most famous is the Napoli pizza. This is not Napoli pizza. This is pizza, homemade pizza, and it usually comes very thin and crunchy. And there are many different types of recipes, hundreds, almost infinite. And also the use of the flour is different. What I use is a flour number 0, and this is the flour that I use for make the bread that we have already used to make the bread. Okay, hoping to learn. Kristen, sure you learn. If you don't understand some passages, write you down, send me a message. You must. This is no questions about that. You have to. Now you watch the video, you have to. So this is the flour that I use, is number 0, and this is the, let's say, the portion that they do, is, let's say, the proportion is, I follow the same always, of course. You can multiply or divide, depends how many people you are. This is half kilo of flour that I have checked correspond to more or less 5 cups. Okay, so, and this is okay to make 3-4 pizzas in this way. Okay, 3-4 pizzas you have with this quantity of flour. Okay, so what else? Nothing, we can start. Okay, so I put you down a little bit, or I push you. If I put you much more distant, maybe you can see. Nah, I put you down. Made a summer salad this morning and delicious, thank you. Yeah, super. The summer salad, we will make it. Summer is so beautiful because we can make so many things, so many things. I put you down. So, the first thing that I do is not to work the flour. I manage the tomato sauce first, okay? Why? Because I want that it gets flavored. So, what I do, this is tomato sauce, normale passata, I show you. I just reverse the bottle. I think you have at your place, this is passata, and inside there is just tomatoes and salt. Just tomato and salt. This is passata, okay? What I do, I put all the things inside here. So I put salt, oregano, a lot because I like. Just a bit of sugar. Then I put the, garlic, because I like garlic. If you don't like, don't put. I just make just a little bit inside. I put in small pieces like this. Because I like to have my tomato flavored. Also because I don't like so many things on the pizza. And then extra virgin olive oil. Then we just mix it. I moved this pizza ready, so and I mix it. If you have time, do it, for instance, also a couple of hours before, because so then the tomato gets all the flavors. Okay? This I do. And we leave it. We put one side. I put it here so otherwise you cannot see. So now we start with the flour. It's okay. Okay, because it's the first time that I register from this side and I want to be sure you are perfectly seeing the things. Otherwise, I put you up. It's better. Yeah. So, now we have flour, water. Then we have salt. And then we have our yeast. Okay, what we do? First of all, we put a pinch of salt in the flour. This way. That's all. Then we put the yeast in the water. Parenthesis. How must be the water? Okay, first of all, this is dried yeast. Always look behind, because some types of yeast are you have to melt in the water, and some you have to put in the flour. So this is what you have. Okay. Otherwise, you can use the fresh one. I will put also the differences of the weight of it. The water, how much must be hot, warm the water? Ciao Maria Luisa! Montreal, it's so beautiful, Montreal. It's one of my dreams, Montreal. So, there is, let's say, a rule, because of course the temperature varies from the summer to the winter. So there is a kind of rule, and it's called the rule of the 55. That means that 55 degrees Celsius, that in Fahrenheit is, wait, because I have written 131. Okay, so you have to consider the room temperature. Then you have to consider the temperature of the flour, that usually is the same of the room. What it remains should be the temperature of the water. Totally must be 131 Fahrenheit. Okay, so this is the balance. For instance, if you have in the room, I don't know, 50 Fahrenheit degrees, so the flour should be more or less the same. So 50 plus 50, you are 100. So 31 should be the temperature of the water. Okay, this is a kind of rule that you have to follow. What kind of flour do you use? I use number 0, that is the flour that I use for the bread. Tina, ciao. Margie, ciao. Ciao to everyone. So now I put the yeast in the water. All. And then I put you down again. So ready for this. Yeah, try. So, with a fork, you just mix it till it's melted in the water. If you have the type, of course, that goes here. Otherwise, you have to put the rest in the flour. Thank you. Okay, so they are replying by themselves. So in this case, my water is quite cold, because here is already quite hot. So now, make a hole in the middle, and we go with the yeast. This water is about 300 milligrams. When it's in this way, in this point, you take oil, extra virgin olive oil, and you put 2 spoons. Okay, and then you continue to mix. You can now start with your hands. This doesn't have to be worked a lot. I put it here. Just a bit. Just when it's formed, let's say a small ball. When it stays together is okay. 2-3 minutes is okay. Also less. It's not 0-0 mark, it's just 1-0. Oh, wow, been looking, okay. Looking for a while. So, pasta, that's all. Look, this is the consistency. Okay, I put it back here, and then with a knife I make a cross. I wash my hands quickly. And then we take our lovely and we cover with it. Okay. Oops. We cover completely. This way. And this way. So, this is the first step. So, why I made the cross. The cross is, let's say, a sign that is, okay, many people also in restaurants or also that make bread and so on, they don't do it. But my mother had a bakery for 40 years and also on bread and everything was used to make the cross every time. So this is a sign, let's say, like benediction first from tradition, and secondly also because it helps to grow, because it will be, when this cross is completely open, you don't see anymore the cross, it means that the levitation, the raising is done. Okay, so how much have to stay in this way? From the morning to the evening, or better from the evening before you put in the fridge directly, and then in the morning you take it out and you let it raise at room temperature for 1 day. You can take it also 1-2 days in fridge and let it grow slowly in the fridge. It will be much more good for your belly, because it will be much more better for your digestion. Then I wanted to say another thing. Where? It's very important that it has to stay in a place in which there is any kinds of air or wind or moving, nothing. What I do, I put it inside of the oven off, of course, but inside of the oven, so it stays completely in a closed place, and I turn on just the light to give a warmness to the area. Okay, this is what I do. Otherwise, I put in the fridge. If I do in the evening, I put in the fridge for the day after. And this, anyway, it's important to stay in a place in which there is no, also slight hair is not okay. So, also, always place a cross on my dough. Yeah, would be 0-0 be okay? Yes, usually, for instance, in the south, when they make a Napoli pizza, they use 0-0, but there are many debates. You can also use different kinds of flours, also ancient grains, or Manitoba flour, or let's say there is also flour number 1, if I think. Yes, it's number 1. There are different kinds of flour. You can do it also with, I don't know the word in English, but it's, anyway, ancient grains. But the base is number 0, that is for bread and pizza, mostly. So, what I do now, I have already one dough ready to show you how to make the pizza. Anyway, it's very simple. But what I want to do is to put in the oven what I showed you before that I have already prepared. As you can see, is a normal pizza. This is with the Wurstel because my kids want the Wurstel. What I do now, I just put on extra virgin olive oil. And I put it in the oven with no mozzarella. Mozzarella, I put it later, let's say 2 or 3 minutes before the pizza is ready. Why? I don't know how many of you, some of you maybe they do it, but usually people put the mozzarella on top before putting in the oven. And this could roast it a little bit, but I want a very smooth mozzarella on. So I put it at the end, and in the restaurants, of course, they put it immediately because they use the wood oven, and in this case, the pizza cooks immediately in 4 or 5 minutes, so it's okay to put it immediately. But in the oven of the house needs much more time, 10-15 minutes, so that's why I put later. Okay, so now I put it in the oven. The oven is ventilation on, warm both sides, ventilation, and maximum temperature that for me is 250 in my oven. And wait, because I have conversion in Fahrenheit. 482 Fahrenheit. Okay, so this is my maximum potence of my oven. So I put it inside. So, then, ciao, 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 ciao. Can you, okay. I check 1 second here. So, in the PC, if there are any comments. Because pizza was a very requested at the end dish. And I choose today because we have to celebrate. So pizza is always to celebrate. So, ciao da Glasgow. Thank you for ciao Rosa. Ciao Elga. Okay, so we continue. So we have this that I will freeze it. Oh, you can also freeze it, and it's wonderful. You let it grow 3-4 hours, then you freeze it. Then when you defrost it, will grow again and will be 100 times better, I tell you. I love when it's frozen and I defroze. What type of sauce? Marty, I have already made the sauce before. It's passata, tomato sauce, and inside I have put salt, a little bit of sugar, oregano, quite a lot, a little bit of garlic, and extra virgin olive oil. Okay? The sourdough pizza. Okay. Love your show. Thank you, Janice. Thank you. So, here is the one that was growing today. As you can see, there is no more the cross. I open and I show you. It's gone. The cross is gone. Okay? So now I put you down because now we have to roll. Ciao da New York! Perché la celebrazione? Michele, because we have reached 10,000 members, so we have to celebrate. Look at the video, it's on the group. So I put you down. So, in here, flour. Flour on. And then we start to roll. This is for something like that. Let's see if it's enough. Always put also something like that here. Also flour here. Every time that you turn it, put flour again under. Okay? I think it is almost okay. Let me see. Yeah, it's okay. So what I do first, I put here a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, just a bit, and then we just kitchen paper. I just make in this way, just slightly, slightly oily. Okay, now I cut it more or less here. This is homemade pizza. And this we use again, of course. This will be here. So. This is, as you can see, is very, very thin. Yeah, you can put it this way. So then I cut again, just to make it nice. So, let me know if is everything okay till now? The dough is amazing. Yeah, the dough is it's very elastic, it's very soft, and it's good. I checked the one in the oven. Stay. We still have a few minutes, so I can also look your comments. It's nice that they see me when I move. Wonderful, I love it. So, I put it down. We put the tomatoes, our lovely sauce that we have prepared before. Look, the garlic, I love it. If you, of course, if you don't like, don't do it. Don't put it. So, this is do you cook the passata? No, this is passata. Look, Teresa is on a jar, and this is just tomato. I tell you, I don't see. I'm getting old. So, okay, is tomatoes 99.5%, and the rest is a salt. So just pure tomatoes plus salt. So please, when you make pizza, don't take jars with, I'm a little bit diagonal. Don't buy, please, tomatoes with inside other things that are where there is already oregano or something like, I don't know what else, but just pure tomato, okay? If it's possible, of course, if it's possible. If it's not possible, let me know. I organize something from Italy. I will say to someone, hey, send to USA, Australia, Canada, and so on. Before to check again, I want to say that my preferred pizza, it's very, very, very simple. So it's a kind of margherita with plus capers. So I put a little bit of capers on. If I have also artichokes, but I don't have in this moment, so no. And then I will put just mozzarella plus ricotta, and I will show you. Now, this pizza is ready. Just extra virgin olive oil again on. And now I check the other, so I show you, then I tell you something about the type of mozzarella. we have to wait 1 minute. Meantime, this is, I don't know what you have. I don't know. I'm sorry. I would love to know. So I'm well informed. So this is normal mozzarella. This is mozzarella in the water. Okay. I open to you. I can put the liquid here. So this is, show you, a normal mozzarella, classic, okay? Now this is classic mozzarella, no buffalo mozzarella, classic, okay? This. Otherwise we have this kind of mozzarella. There is no water inside, just let's say a minimum part that is much more consistent, and when you put in the oven doesn't water, it's not becoming waterish like the other. I open also this and I show you. Look. You have also. Okay, perfect. But I don't know if someone has both, so I show you the difference. And so in this pizza we will put half part with this mozzarella and half part with the other. Okay? Ciao Francesca, ciao Robert, ciao Ines. Okay, I check the pizza. I think it's ready now. I think should be ready. This here. It's interesting how Würstel react in the oven. I show you. So this, as you can see, pizza is very thin. It's not finished to cook, okay, but it's very thin. So we will put half. This part, this is the one with water, okay? I usually put in this way, in pieces. Put on more. This way. The other part we made with this one. Look how it's inside. And this belongs to this. So now I put it in the oven back, and we will see then the final result. So I'm here for you for your questions if you have. You are a joy to watch, can't? Thank you. I'm happy today. Anyway, I'm always happy. There is always, I think there is always something positive in every day, even if in the worst. So, but today I have a reason to be very, very, very extremely happy about this. And this is because of you, all of you. And thank you so much. How long in the oven? Will be, okay, this depends on your oven. My oven is almost 15-20 minutes. But then this is the first one. The second that I will put will be much more faster. Usually is faster, the second one. Yeah. If you freeze the dough, is it just wrapped in the plastic? You can put it in a freezer bag. Don't wrap it. Put in a freezer bag. I check here. Yes, positivity is important now. Yes. Have your kitchen. Thank you, Lily. This is one part. We moved today here because I have marble here, and it's important for pizza. Thank you so much, Christine. Let's see. Thank you for sharing your and cooking with us. Yeah, sure. I'm making dinner at the end. Here is 8:20. 8:20 in the evening. And look, outside is still light. How long does it take for the dough to defrost? You leave it the whole day. The morning. Don't put it in any microwave to defrost, nothing. Let it defrost also, because then it will grow again, and this will be the best, because with double raising it's so good. I may have I don't know, Soraya, because I will post it, because I have the name of the member number 10,000. So I don't remember, but was tonight at midnight, so 0:30 a.m. I use a marble rolling pin. Really? No wood? Wow! If you freeze, let it wait 3 hours, and then you freeze it back, and when you take it out. Okay, Claudia, the message is broken. I cannot read it. Oh, your kitchen is beautiful. Thank you. Country kitchen. Country in the center of Tuscany. Wait, Claudia, if you freeze it to let it raise 3 hours, and then you put in the freezing bag, and then you take it out and you let it raise again along the whole day till it's not defrozen, and will take, this depends also on the temperature that you have. Usually it takes half day minimum, and it raises again, and it's beautiful. But do it, let it raise, freeze it, and then let it defrost and raise again, and you will have the best pizza on this planet. I'm in Belforte. Belforte, where is Belforte? Check the pizza. Wow, it's ready. Pizza is ready. Look, here is a little bit waterish. Here is water. But anyway, this is a kind of mozzarella, because usually makes much more water. But anyway, that's the pizza, not my pizza. Now I put my pizza inside, and I will put ricotta on. And I don't put anything else, otherwise I don't put anything else, otherwise my kids, they won't eat it. So I hope you like this version of pizza. There are many. But this what I do always, and this is let's say, making pizza, homemade pizza once a week minimum is like a kind of tradition in my house, because when my mama was working in the bakery, the only day off was, of course, except for Sunday during the week, was Wednesday. And when I was small, every Wednesday I got pizza because she had time to make the dough. So this is a kind of, let's say, tradition to make pizza minimum once a week. And I want to say to you one thing. I don't know who is online watching, but whoever that is watching now and will watch later, in the group there are many restaurants. And some days ago I have made a post in which restaurants, if they are closed to coronavirus, but they can give food, let's say like takeaway or something, or they deliver food, please make a post of what you offer, and we publish with the link of it, even if making links, is not allowed. But in this case, we made, we do it with our heart, because if we can help someone to work, I'm extremely happy. So if you are a restaurant or similar pubs or something that you deliver food, do coronavirus and you're open, shut down, you cannot have people inside, please send a post in which is written what you offer and the number and your, let's say, your regulation, let's say, not regulation, but anyway, your menu for the day. I don't know how it works, but send it and we publish it, okay? So, puff pastry. Okay, sorry, I was working and I lost you. Wait, because I have just 2 messages here. Do you make a puff pastry? No, usually no. I buy it because it's very long, very, very, very long. You have to fold, I think, 33 times, because it's by tradition is the year of Jesus. So you have to fold it 33 times. And it's, let's say, it's a very long procedure. And usually this is one of the few things that they buy already made. Grazie. Prego, Janice. Prego. So, hope you like it. Look, I want to show you. It's very thin and crunchy. You cannot. It's hot. Anyway, wait. I cut with you, so you can. Can you hear? So it's very, very thin and crunchy. So this is a type that maybe when I've been just one in USA, and I remember extremely wonderful pizza, but very this way. But I'm used to have this. That is something much more lighter when even if you eat in the evening, it's not heavy. It's very fast. It's very fast to digest, and especially if it raise it 2 times, it's much, much, much more better. My mother-in-law cuts pizza with scissors. Yes. Yes. What else? Okay, you have the roller. Yeah. Yeah, Soraya, it's very, very crunchy. Crunchy. It's very crunchy. I love in this way very much. This is going to make my Italian husband happy. Janice, yeah, try thin crust, my favorite. So do I. Yeah, super. Thin and crunchy pizza is the best. Yeah, because also, for instance, Napoli pizza is not, you know, it's much more thick but soft. This is also very, very good. It's a completely different type of pizza, completely different. This is what I do in my home, and I was happy to share it with you. I want some now. Yeah, I will eat. Soraya, I'm sorry. Come here and you can eat it. So for today, I wish you to everyone happy weekend, and I hope it will be sunny to all of you everywhere, and you can do some activities outside, and we see us very, very soon with something else delicious. Of course, it's always delicious. Ciao, grazie, thank you so much again for the lovely 10,000 to reach 10,000. Thank you so much to everyone. Ciao.